Are you hoping your characters ride out through the season and make it out alive?
I'm sure everybody does. Who wouldn't be hoping that?
Well, some people might want to go out in a blaze of glory. I mean, at Sons of Anarchy, it can happen.
I think that's the thing, is like you kind of want to stay alive as long as you can, but if you do go out, you want to go out in a blaze of glory. That's the...
One of my favorite, we're all about film, great appreciation of film. Yeah, everybody likes to stay alive. Everybody says the same question. You see the Wild Bunch, Ernest Borgnine, Warren Oates, William Holden, when they come out of the whorehouse and they just look at each other, Ernest Borgnine smiles, they walk over to their horses, you think they're going to leave, and they walk into what is certain death. I always think that'd be radical for these guys to end in a severe bloodbath, that they want to do something very noble, but it'd also be cool to live through the end.
So loyalty and brotherhood have always been important in this show, but given the events from last season, has that changed the dynamics in the group since everyone's in chaos and mayhem?
The loyalty and brotherhood between the brothers is pretty much there. This is a TV show, let's not forget that. Mm-hmm. But
I think there's always moments where it seems like it's being challenged, but I think that's also part of a lot of the storylines is it kind of, that's a theme that's always kind of there. It's like, you know, I think that the characters are always being confronted with needing to prove their loyalty. You know.
It's a TV show. They're not really a motorcycle club, which lives in rules. These guys break the rules all the time. But in reality, it kind of shows their humanity. And the rules they're breaking are secrets from each other, like when Kim kissed Gemma, or different little things along the road. I like that they're loyal to each other. You know, everybody else is fair game. I mean, every group is fair game, but not to each other.
How has Tara's death kind of affected the people that are, you know, because Jax is in jail, so the rest of the crew has to kind of, you know, Tara's death. So how are they dealing with that?
I kind of feel like it's this sort of cloud that's kind of...
Yeah, it's going to be unveiled at the first episode. You know, everybody's character's different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Happy's just a silent soldier in a way, and there'd be more like Bobby or Tig or Tibbs, who on the show are much closer to Jax. I think would affect them much deeper than you know.
Yeah.
What's it been like for both your characters when you started out were a bit on the peripheral, you know, and as it's gone on and progressed, you've really become a core part of the show. What's that been like, and like, was that something where you nudged Kurt to bring you in more? Or
ain't no nudging Kurt, homeboy. you nudge Kurt, that ain't the way to go. You know what, and you don't have to nudge Kurt. The scripts are amazing. It wouldn't work anyway. This is absolutely positively his creation. And it's, you know what, I remember when it first got, like, I was a cameraman a long time ago. I stopped, I went into my life, and I lucked onto the show. And one of the first writers who said, for you never worry about the money. For you, it's important to stay on the show. So I never argued about the money or the negotiation or this and that other thing. Just, it's important to stay on the show and stay alive on the show and do as many episodes as I could do. So yes, it's absolutely changed my life completely. What's happened on the show?
I think also kind of starting for me anyway, starting from the periphery and kind of working your way in. It's like when I first came into it, it's like you're kind of picking up on the atmosphere of the whole production and all the characters, and it's kind of a real. I've said this a lot of times. It's been a real organic kind of journey to kind of slowly sort of find your way into it. You know, it's kind of been felt like a real natural process. You know, and it's really exciting to learn the things that you do about your character as you go along, and to discover them as the story is kind of revealing itself.
Was there a point at which you both felt your characters were like, okay, we're in the core? You know, we're in
From the first minute, I'm in the core. Right? Yeah. I also got to say, I think, like what you were saying, I think it's also for the writers and for Kurt. As they get to know us more and more and more and more and more and more, like I've had writers say, dude, we get so much dialogue just listening to you speak. And they listen to Tommy speak. And then they start writing, catering. I'm a writer, I write, and it's so much easier to write when you kind of know that person, how he talks, his mannerisms, than when you don't. And as we've evolved, it's any build that you've seen any of us do on the show, Kurt built that. You know what I'm saying? He built this character from what he was into.
Another minute and a half.
Wow. Come on, let's fire a minute worth of questions. Let's go.
Are you guys excited about I'm excited about Marilyn Manson and Courtney Love.
Yeah.
You guys had a chance to work with them or
Marilyn
see them
Manson's
on
a friend of mine.
Cool.
Yeah, he's my buddy. So he's amazing. He's a genius, and that's it. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not in actually scenes with him, but it doesn't matter.
Same. I'm not doing any scenes with him, but he's pretty
rolling around set.
He's just a
amazing.
really interesting dude.
Really cool.
I love
really,
his choice.
really incredibly intelligent, talented man.
David, I heard you have a movie coming out. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I started the book of my life at the end of last season. I'll have it done this season. I also have my own film. I'm writer, producer, director. I have 33 actors, 64-person crew. Premier Pictures is backing me on that. And I'm going to shoot that. I'll probably wait 3 or 4 days, and then I'll shoot that right after this. And you know me, man. I'm doing
Yeah,
an incredible
I'm excited
amount,
for you.
an incredible amount of things. And I was just blessed to meet all these people who gave me incredible opportunities. FX bought 2 shows off me already, and just I was created. You know, I do glass art. I'm a tattoo artist, a 5-1 mechanic, and I was, like I said, a cameraman for Zalman King for a couple of years. He taught me script writing for features, and then I stopped that. And I went back to Holland, and I did my life for a while, and I came back to the United States, and this guy hired me, the tech advisor, and I met Kurt. And then Kurt gave me some breaks of my lifetime. Let me write that show. Time Magazine named it Best of the Season. I wrote with them, and writing for TV is very different than writing for features. You write for TV, there's boards up and 18 points that have to be carried over and 18 new points you have to create. And writing for TV with an ensemble cast is an art. And I just blessed, man, with a first-hand education, 7 years of, it's like 7th years of film school. That's it, here we go, here's the graduation.
That's kind of the best
Comic-Con.
film school you
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Make great friends, great teachers.
Like field book.
How excited are you to be at an event like this where you get a chance to interact with the fans and say farewell to them going into the final season?
And there'd be no show without the fans. We are #1 in 23 countries. I travel the world. I was in Bali and Thailand last year. I'm not the biggest dude on the show, and I got recognized everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty
The show
overwhelming.
is
when you see
#1 in
it.
23 countries. The fans are amazing. I'm in a restaurant in Bali with some friends from Holland, and the people on both sides are freaking out. And my Dutch friends ain't having it at all. These people want a photo. They're just like, oh boy, sit down and let us finish our dinner. But it's, you know what? The writing is great. The stories are compelling. Harley Davidsons are everywhere. That brand name is like, I don't care if you're on a sampan in the Amazon, you say, Harley Davidson. The guy knows it and he's dreaming of having one. You know what I mean? And those clubs, those patches, they're everywhere. And Thailand has a run, 5,000 people.